In this video, we want to cover the principles on who should apply IPSAS. Now, this is covered under a document which is issued by the IPSAS B on the applicability of IPSAS. Now, IPSAS are generally designed to apply to all public entities, but there's a criteria that each entity must meet. So it's not every public sector entity that would need to apply IPSAS, but sometimes you will have entities within the public sector that have a commercial orientation. Those ordinarily would not need to apply IPSAS. So when it comes to the criteria, the things that we look at is they should be responsible for the delivery of the service to the benefit of the public or to redistribute income and wealth. So they have to meet the first one. And the second one is mainly financing their activities directly or indirectly by means of a tax or transfer from other levels of government, social contributions, debt, or fees. So there's no commercial element in the operations of the entity, and obviously the objective is not to make a profit. So when you've got an entity, it needs to pass all these three criteria. Generally, that would include a lot of public sector entities, but there's going to be exceptions. Now, let's look at an example, which you look at. I've got, just for a knowledge check, which entities would be eligible for IPSAS. So I have PAB, Public Accountants and Auditors Board, ZENARA, ZESA, RBZ, University of Zimbabwe, Marondera Rural District Council. I think when we start with an entity like PAB, it mostly funds its activities through levies, which are provided for by the act that's found PAB. So ordinarily, it would be required to apply IPSAS. ZENARA, again, it collects a tax in the form of your road tax or toll gate fees. That obviously it meets the definition. When you look at ZESA, it supplies electricity at almost a commercial rate, which is enough to cover its cost. So it's not dependent on government or support, but it meets its own cost. So ZESA would go to IPSAS. RBZ mostly finances its activities from levies that are issued to the different banks and other fees. So ordinarily it would go to IPSAS rather. University of Zimbabwe mostly charges arguably though a fee for the service that students get. But another argument is it's also heavily subsidized by government, and the fees are not commercial, so it would still fall under IPSAS. Marondera Rural District Council, because it mostly finances activities from levies and taxes, that would be IPSAS. Now, I'm not purporting to give advice because there's a lot of considerations that I've overlooked, but this is just meant to give you a guide. So in summary, when you look at applicability, IPSAS will mostly apply to your central government, your urban councils, your rural district councils, your agencies and authorities, for example, BAS, RIA, and EMA, your boards like PAB, SPB, TIMB, your commissions, your different funds within government. But entities that would not apply IPSAS would be companies and corporations like your ZESA and TEL1, state hospitals. I think universities would say that is IPSAS, as well as financial institutions. Thank you for watching this video.